Hey guys, today we have Rahul and he is having total 2.5 year of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices domain. And those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. And guys, if you want to crack your Java interview, then please make sure to subscribe this channel. Now let's get started. Hey, hello Rahul, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Rahul, can you please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Rahul, and currently I have around 2.5 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
And my roles and responsibility includes modernizing legacy applications. So my project is basically a legacy applications, and my uh, day-to-day life looks like resolving defects and enhancing the features which is already existing in the current application.
Are you using any locking mechanism in your project?
Uh, no, we haven't used any extensive locking mechanism.
Okay.
Uh, what we have used is that if any transaction is being processed,
Mm-hmm.
so they have just inserted the transaction in the table, and
Mm-hmm.
from there only they are re reading it.
Can you tell me the difference between JVM, JRE, and JDK?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So JDK basically stands for Java Development Kit. It
Mm-hmm.
basically includes uh, tools for developers like us,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically helps us to write the code. It
Mm-hmm.
involves GRE plus other tools such as
Okay.
Java debugger and all. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the GRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. So basically, what it does is that it
Mm-hmm.
helps you to execute the uh, client code, like the developer's code, into
Mm-hmm.
the uh, this thing.
Okay, so let's say we have a program, .java program. Okay, so can JRE execute this program alone?
Um, no, I don't think so. Not sure.
Okay, no. Since JRE needs the help of JDK, JDK has compilers and all. First, we have to convert our .java file to the class file and bytecode. So Java C compilers do this, right? And then JRE takes that bytecodes and converts into the machine code. Inside JRE, there is a JVM, right? So,
Yes.
but JVM alone cannot execute the bytecode. JVM helps executing the bytecode to the machine code, but alone cannot do this because JVM needs standard libraries. Only JREs has standard libraries plus JVM. Okay.
Hmm.
So, is JVM written in Java?
No, I think it is written in C++.
Okay. Is JVM single threaded?
Uh, no, I don't think so.
Yep, that's correct. A JVM is not a single thread. JVM manages multiple threads internally, like GC thread, compiler thread, user thread, JIT threads. So what's the role of JIT in the JVM architecture?
Uh, I think it stands for just-in-time
Just-in-time
compiler or something.
compilation.
Hmm.
Yes.
And I think when usually the dot means when it usually we have that machine code, so it
Mm-hmm.
basically helps to compile that machine code and fetch the output.
Yep, that is partially correct. Actually, JVM has interpreter and JIT.
Mm,
Okay, what
mm,
interpreter do is it reads the our bytecodes instruction one by one and execute it. But there is a chance a lot of codes, a lot of functions may come repetitively. So what JIT do is it marks that repetitive codes and execute them. It increase the efficiency. Okay. Hey guys, I want to share something important with you. Actually, Rahul prepared from our interview preparation kit and cracked multiple interviews. We have also referred him to the multiple companies. So let me tell you, this interview preparation kit has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert and MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise client projects, code and video recorded sessions are there, and you can add this in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. You can ask your doubts anytime. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. So basically, the material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, Kafka, microservices, Maven, Git, coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. You can buy just the complete internet preparation material or the full kit with project supports and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview. Rahul, can you explain hashmap working internals?
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, hashmap consists of array of buckets. So
Mm-hmm.
let's imagine if we are having, so initially it has 16 buckets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the keys are stored as indexes, and the
Mm-hmm.
values which you are going to put are going to sit on the particular indexes or the
Mm-hmm.
that array bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now let's suppose if that bucket, that 16 size bucket is getting filled. So
Mm-hmm.
hashmap, what it does is that it doubles its size automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Now it handles collision very efficiently. So let's imagine that it computes a hash index. I mean, it makes a hash function and computes the index. And then let's imagine if the index is 7 and the same two values are going to set on the
Mm-hmm.
same index. So what it does is that it internally converts into a linked list.
Mm-hmm.
So now that bucket, that the one bucket will automatically have the next pointer as the next linked list.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Why tree structure added after Java 8?
Sorry.
Why tree structure added after Java 8?
Okay. So basically, tree structure got added after Java 8 because uh, in linked list, if like let's suppose if we have a collision and
Mm-hmm.
if we want to traverse on the same collision index, it is gonna take, I think, O of n time, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
n buckets will be there. So what tree does is that it basically has the left child as the smallest elements, so
Mm-hmm.
we have our time complexity more efficiently. At O of log n in time we will get
Correct, correct. To
access.
actually improve lookup from ON to O log n
Mm,
in
okay.
collision heavy cases.
Mm.
Okay. Can hash map insertion order change after put operations?
No, hash map operations cannot, I mean, the order of the elements, right?
Mhm. Order of elements. In hash map,
No,
there is no guarantee of ordering, right?
yes, 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 that is only
Let's
I meant.
say if we are putting
Mm,
an elements, you know the concept about rehashing. I mean, during
mm,
rehashing, it can rearrange the bucket positions. So insertion
mm.
order may also change.
Very.
Okay. What is stream intermediate versus terminal operation?
Stream intermediate versus terminal operations. Not sure about this.
Okay.
Mm,
Intermediate operation basically returns stream like
okay.
map, filter, sorted. These are
Mm,
lazy. Terminal operations produce results, not stream, like count, collect, for each.
okay.
You must have used this, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
But you don't know the terminology, right?
Mm.
Got it. Um,
So
oh,
reduce is basically a terminal operation, right? The
yes,
reduce
yes,
method.
reduce method. If
Terminal.
we need the
Mm,
sum, we could use reduce method.
mm.
What is lambda?
Okay, so lambda is basically a way of writing code efficiently and more precisely.
Hmm.
It is basically used with functional interfaces.
Okay. Do you know about anonymous class?
Yes, so basically anonymous classes are those classes which have
Mhm.
no name, basically.
No
So
name. What's the difference
usually,
between lambda and anonymous?
okay,
Mhm.
so in usually in Lambda, what we do is that uh, basically if we, how do I explain it?
Anonymous creates new class instance.
Yes,
Lambda,
so basically
no extra class
it
creation.
does not. Yes, basically it just overrides that single abstract method
Mm,
which the function interface had. Whereas if let's suppose I have a runnable interface, right? And
mm,
if I want to create an object of it, so I can just create an anonymous class and use it.
got it. Can you explain immutability and how to make a class immutable?
Okay. So immutability basically means that once if I create it, I cannot change it. So I can make any class immutable by if I make the class as final,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, if I make if I make the class final, so it can't be overridden, right? So that way it is immutable. Secondly, I think that if I make the constructor as private, so that way also uh, I think immutability will be there.
Constructor is private. We create, I mean, we make constructor private in singleton classes so
So
that
that the object,
would not be
I
created. But
don't know.
here at least we have to
Mm,
create one object.
okay.
Okay.
Um, so final is what I can
Make
think as
class
of now.
final, make all
Mm.
fields private and final. No setter
And
methods.
yeah, yes, sorry.
Initialize values in constructors.
Mm.
We need constructor because we have to
Got it.
initialize it. We have to create at least one object. Um, and there is one more thing, defensive copy in getters.
Okay.
Do you know about defensive copy in getters?
Mm.
Okay, let me tell you the example. Let's say you have created a
Mm.
class user. Okay,
Mm.
you made final class user. Okay,
Mm.
and there are two fields, user ID and user contact numbers. There might have multiple contact user contact numbers. Okay, and it means you have to create, you have to make a list, right? There is a field user ID, you can make a long or a string, anyone. But for user numbers, mobile numbers, since there might have multiple mobile numbers, you have to create a list. Okay, now you in the constructor you are initializing the values, right? You are initializing user id and user contact numbers you are passing, right? That's fine, there are no setter methods, that's fine. But in getters there would be two getters. First is returning user id, second is returning user contact numbers. Okay, in first case returning user id, it is fine. In second case returning user numbers, it means you are returning a list. Let's say you have created a private final user numbers, you are returning that list in the getter. What will happen is in your main method where you are calling this instance, where you are calling this immutable class, anyone can manipulate the list. Means let's say uh, you may add the elements. For example, if
Mm.
there is a method get user numbers, this is a
Mm.
setter, so you can do get user numbers dot add. You can
Mm.
manipulate the list. So
Mm.
it means there will be violation in your immutable classes. So instead of returning that list, you have to first copy it to somewhere else and then return the copied list. So that if someone try to change that list in the main method, he or she will
Mm.
be able to modify the copied list, not the original list.
Okay.
We return this in the constructor. Oh, sorry, getters, right?
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving ahead, can you tell me the difference between concurrent hash map and synchronized hash map?
Okay. So concurrent hash map is basically at fail safe iterator. Okay, and synchronized hash map, I believe it is a fail fast iterator. Um,
What's a
when
common thing in both?
common thing in both is both are thread safe.
And what's a strategy to making a thread safe?
Okay, so if we want to make it thread safe, then yeah, either like we can use synchronized keyword.
No, no, no.
right?
I mean, synchronized map, what it does, I mean, full map locking. Here in the synchronized map, we
Mm,
have full map locking. But in the concurrent hash map, there is internal bucket level locking.
okay.
Okay. We just lock the bucket, not the entire concurrent hash map. But in case of synchronized map, we lock whole map. So it's slower. The concurrent hash map is faster. Okay. So can you explain equals and hash code contract?
Okay, means the difference or
I mean, they have a contract. Okay, so just tell me one thing.
mm,
If two objects are equal,
mm,
will their hash code be the same or equal?
if two objects are same,
Hmm.
okay, they should be equal because if we create
They
objects,
must
they're
be
gonna
equal.
store. Mm,
If two objects are equal,
mm,
it means they will go into the same bucket. If we are using
mm,
hash map or hash set, if two objects are equal, they will go into the same bucket. Okay, right? Then while
yes,
going into the same bucket, hash codes must be the same. So this is a
correct,
contract. If
true.
two objects are equal, their
Okay.
hash code
Mm,
must be the same. And second thing is, if two objects have same hash code,
mm,
are will be they equal or not?
not necessary.
Not
No, not
necessary.
necessary.
Why?
Mm, because they might be pointing to different references, right?
Correct, correct. If their hash codes are same, they will go into the same bucket. That's true, but it doesn't mean
Mm,
they are equal.
mm,
If they are equal, then first object will be replaced by the second. If they are not equal, the
mm,
collision will be there. I mean, they
mm,
two will be there in the bucket.
mm,
Okay, so this is
mm,
a equivalent hash code contract. If two objects are equal, their hash code must be same, and if their hash codes are
mm.
same, it's not guaranteed that these two objects are equal.
Okay.
Okay, can you explain executor service and thread class?
Okay, so basically both are used to make threads, but
Mm-hmm.
in initial versions, when we make threads using the thread class, we have
Mm-hmm.
to usually make it manually, and everything we have to do manually, manage it
Mm-hmm.
and all. Using executor service makes it a little bit easier because
Mm-hmm.
they have predefined methods that if we want n number of threads, we have methods and all.
Mm-hmm.
So it is easier to manage there. Like the whole life cycle becomes
Mm-hmm.
eased out when we use executor service.
Okay, got it. Can you explain the bean life cycle in Spring Boot?
Um,
Like object created. First thing is,
yeah.
then dependencies injected, then
Okay.
initialization.
So yes. So first, obviously, the when the object is created, then
Mm-hmm.
dependency injection, then the Spring will take care of all the managing of beans, that is the
Mm-hmm.
IOC inversion of control.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if we want that bean in some other class, then we will have that dependency injection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And in fourth,
Okay.
I can just remember three.
Um, in the last, there is a destroy. First object created, dependency injected,
Hmm.
initialization, post processing, ready to use, then destroyed. Okay. Okay. So tell me how auto configuration works internally.
Auto configuration internally. So in Spring Boot, right? So basically, we define our configuration in application.properties file.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I start the server, it basically looks out for the basically when I start the server, so basically it looks for properties file and all the other files such as components and
Class path.
class path and all. So so whatever we have defined in application.properties file, it
Mm-hmm.
will pick up values from there.
Mm. Okay. Can you explain about controller advice annotation?
Okay, so controller advice annotation is basically used for global exception handling,
Mm.
or if we want to make any custom exceptions. So for
Mm.
that, we use annotations such as controller advice.
Mm. Okay. Got it. Can you tell me the difference between value annotation and configuration properties?
Okay, so value annotation is uh, basically used for where we actually don't want to uh, hard code some values in our class file, but we want to take the value from the property file which we have defined.
Mm-hmm.
And configuration annotation you have asked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Value and
Value and configuration properties.
okay, so and configuration properties, not sure, not sure
Okay,
about that.
okay. So let's say in our properties or YAML file, if there is a single property, we can fetch that by
Mm,
using value annotation. We can map our coding
mm,
attribute with that the properties
mm,
attribute. But what if there are a lot of attributes, like there is a tree in our YAML
mm,
file, for example, Spring. Then
mm,
inside Spring there are two keys. Then inside each two keys, there are further keys like tree
okay,
forming things. So we can
okay,
map. We can create a class, Java Pojo class,
okay,
and we can in the main class we can add configuration properties, and we can map that class with that whole tree what we are creating in the YAML or properties.
yeah,
You got it?
okay,
Mapping
okay,
the whole
yes.
thing, bulk thing together. That's why we
Okay.
use configuration properties. Okay. Do you know about API gateway?
Yes.
Yep, please go ahead.
So API gateway is basically uh, basically um, okay. So basically, let's suppose we have a request coming in from the client side,
Mm-hmm.
and um, so it has to go via controller to the
Mm-hmm.
DB layer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So uh, from the client side, when any API gets hit,
Mm-hmm.
so the API gateway is responsible to map the endpoint to the corresponding network call.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Actually, it's a single entry point. It used in rerouting, security logging, caching, some etc. Right? That's what
Yeah.
you are trying to say.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Mm, got it. What's the difference between synchronous and asynchronous communication?
Okay, so synchronous communication basically means that uh, all the processes are has to like it has to be in sync, whereas
Mm-hmm.
asynchronous process means that some like one task can go with another task in parallel or in background.
Mm-hmm.
So let's imagine a scenario where let's suppose I will have to send a email to the
Mm-hmm.
client whenever he logs in or signups.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is a synchronous communication, then once he signed up, then only he has to get the email. So it will
Mm-hmm.
make things very tightly coupled until unless he signs up, the data gets stored in the DB, then again he
Mm-hmm.
will get the email. But in asynchronous call, even if he signs up, then in the parallel we can process that that emails
Mm-hmm.
sending thing.
Okay. So tell me your experience with Git.
Okay, so um, I have around two and a half experience with Git as
Okay.
well.
Tell
But
me the most common commands that we use in Git.
commit, push, pull,
Okay. Do you know about
mm,
cherry pick?
uh, I think it is just like picking only the commits we want.
To the master branch or any branch.
to the master.
Okay. Okay. And do you have experience with Maven or Gradle?
Maven.
What's the difference between Maven clean and install?
Okay, so Maven clean and and what? Sorry.
Maven install.
Okay, so basically when we use Maven install, it
Mm-hmm.
installs all the necessary dependencies from Maven repository,
Mm-hmm.
and Maven clean basically means removes all the existing dependencies, and again restarts everything from the scratch, and then
Mm-hmm.
again reinstalls everything.
Okay, so can you please share your screen and open any editor? Do you have experience writing SQL queries?
Yeah, I do have.
Okay.
Give me one minute.
Okay, so yes, let's start with the SQL query. There is an employee table, and you have to find the duplicate names from that table.
So do I need to code it in like a SQL developer or something,
No,
or
no, anywhere. Just tell me your approach, how you are approaching.
okay, what was the question?
You are
We need to
given
find.
a employee table and you have to find the duplicate names from the table.
Okay, so I will use distinct keyword.
Duplicate
Say
names
distinct.
means the names that are coming
Okay,
more than once.
okay, okay. Uh, okay. Select from. Let's say we have a employee table. Uh, and where the employee name is coming duplicate or what? Like
Yes,
overall.
yes. Let's say there is an employee table. In that
Hmm.
employee table, there are two columns, user ID and
Hmm.
name. Okay.
Hmm.
You and there might have multiple common names. For example, Rahul comes three times,
Hmm.
Faizan
Hmm.
comes
Hmm.
four times, and others
Hmm.
comes only one times. So it means you
Hmm.
have
Hmm.
to print Faizan and Rahul only since they are coming more than once.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I will use employer. Let's say employee name. Sorry. Okay. Where? Sorry. Employee table group by. I'll use a group by clause.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say we have a employee name table.
Mm-hmm.
This should be fine, right?
Group by
So
name.
so basically it will get grouped by the name.
Mm-hmm.
Then what we can do is, I think
We
this should be
can.
fine, right?
Yeah, this is
Or am
fine,
I
but
missing?
now you have to add a condition where count is greater than one. You could use having clause.
Okay.
Having
Yeah.
count employee underscore name is greater than one.
Correct.
Hmm. Or you can use star. This is more generic instead of employee underscore name.
Mm-hmm.
Count star.
Acha, this one. Yeah.
Yep, and you have this is not the correct. You have to add something between select and from. So
Acha,
select.
sorry. Select star from or something, right?
Yeah, yeah, select
Or
name,
if
count,
we
star,
hmm,
count star.
right.
Yes, right.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. Now can you open Java editor?
Should I open a new altogether project, or can I use any
Anywhere.
existing one?
Existing one is also fine. You could use.
Hmm.
Okay, so the question is, you are given a two numbers. You have to
Hmm.
find the sum of those two numbers, but by using Stream API.
Okay, got it. Just give me 1 minute.
Sure. Take your time and do. Mm,
Okay, so we have two numbers, right?
mhm.
So let's suppose we have taken a list. I
Mm-hmm.
can take a list, right?
Yes, yes, take list.
So I am taking two numbers. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So by adding this stream,
Mm-hmm.
it got converted into stream. Now I want sum. So for sum, I will use reduce. My initial value will start from 0. Then I will
Mm-hmm.
have two numbers. Sorry, I will have two numbers which will return me the sum.
Mm-hmm.
And now, so we can use the wrapper class also. And I can use the primitive data type as well.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So just return in sum, then I'll just print it. So shell
Yes, yes, it is fine. Yeah.